Hey YouTube boxing fans, folks, this is Boxing Analysis and Predictions, and I'm back again with new prediction videos, so please don't forget to subscribe. So what I have here is Gennady GGG Golovkin versus Dominic Wade. This fight is a World Middleweight Championship on April 23rd at the Forum on HBO. This is not an HBO pay-per-view, and for obvious reasons. But the fight that Golovkin wants is Canelo Alvarez. But somehow, someway, Oscar De La Hoya, who's Canelo's promoter, found a way to work out a deal with WBC. And the deal is for both Canelo and Triple G to have interim fights before they face each other. And that's why we have Dominic Wade and Amir Khan. But Amir Khan facing Canelo and Dominic Wade facing Triple G right now. But this is why UFC is gaining on boxing, folks. UFC is gaining a lot of popularity, and simply because boxing cannot manage the big fights. We want to see Triple G versus Canelo. It took 7 years for Floyd versus Pacquiao to be made. Kovalov versus Andre Ward. What happened to that fight? We're still waiting for that one. The heavyweight division is the same way. Everybody's ducking everybody. But the bottom line is I don't want to digress from the task at hand. That's a different topic for a different day. Golovkin is undefeated, 31 KOs. His last fight was against David Lemieux. It was a good win. He stopped David Lemieux. He used his jab, and he outboxed him, outclassed him. I mean, he was very impressive in that fight. And the knockout was Golovkin's 21st knockout in a row. Very, very impressive stuff. And Wade, he's got a great amateur career. He's 25 years old. He's undefeated. He deserves a lot of credit for taking on this fight. But Wade's last fight was not impressive at all. It was on Showbox against Sam Solomon. Sam Solomon is 42 years old. He's not in his prime. And, I thought he lost that fight. And Wade is not top 10 middleweight fight, folks. I mean, this is definitely a stay busy fight for Gennady Golovkin. And I'm looking at Wade's resume. Aside from Sam Solomon, I don't see any good names in his resume. Any name I recognize. I mean, all the names he's got, all the opponents he faced, their records are like 10 wins, 11 losses, 16 wins, 11 losses, 15 wins, 13 losses. I mean, where is Canelo? Where is Miguel Cotto? Where is Jacobs? I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But anyway, Gennady Golovkin is taking a lot of heat for not facing decent opponents. But no one wants to face Gennady Golovkin. I mean, Gennady needs to move up in weight or move down and face Canelo at 155. That's still an option. But if he moves up in weight, he can face DeGale, he can face the Durrell brothers. I mean, there's a lot of good names upstairs in the 168 division. But Gennady Golovkin wants to stick around in 160, and if he wants to do that, he's got Erislandy Lara, who's been calling him out for the last year or so. So he should definitely consider making that fight. That would be a good name for him. Canelo struggled against Erislandy Lara, so it would be a good opponent for Triple G to see how he does, and see if he can cut off the ring on Erislandy Lara. Erislandy Lara has been calling him out. He's not afraid of Triple G Gennady Golovkin, and I'm not sure why that fight is not made, but it is what it is. We have Dominic Wade in front of us, and my prediction is very straightforward. Stoppage in the early rounds. I would say 4 rounds or less, unless Gennady wants to keep him there, and just for the sake of gaining more rounds and practicing whatever. But it's going to be a target practice for Gennady. I don't see this fight being competitive at all. This is this is definitely a knockout waiting to happen. And that's about it, folks. Gennady Golovkin will defeat Dominic Wade. And please subscribe. And till then, good night.